Solitaire by award-winning author Alice Oseman. This is not a love story. Chapter 5. That was one hell of a pee, says Michael as I sit down. He's still here. Part of me was hoping he wouldn't be. You sound impressed, I say. I am actually. Becky, Evelyn, and Lauren are now talking across the table to some other girls from our year who I don't really know. Lucas smiles briefly at me. Rita's laughing and smiling, mainly at Lauren. So you're not straight? I ask. He blinks. Wow, that is quite a big deal to you guys. It's not a big deal. I don't really care at all. Michael sighs. Everyone's attractive, to be honest. Everyone's attractive, to be honest, even if it's just something small. Like some people have really beautiful hands. I don't know. I am a little bit in love with everyone I meet. So, bisexual? Nick's bisexual, but he doesn't fancy everyone he meets. He's a bit Charlie obsessed, to be honest. Michael smiles and leans forward. You love all these words, don't you? Gay, bisexual, pansexual. No, I interrupt. Not really. Then why label people? I tilt my head. Because that's life. Without organization, uh, we descend into chaos. Staring amusedly, uh, he stretches back again into the chair. I can't believe I just used the word descend. Uh, well, well, if you care so much, what are you? He asks. What? What's your sexuality? Straight? And what does that mean for you, Tori Spring? Have you fancied many boys in your time? I actually haven't. Ever. Presumably, this is because I have a very low opinion of most people. I look down. I guess I'll just go with straight until proven otherwise. Michael's eyes twinkle, but doesn't comment. Are you going to remember what you came to tell me? I ask. He strokes his sharply parted hair. Maybe. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. So soon after that, everyone declares that they're leaving. I accidentally spent 16 pounds. Is that pounds? Anywho, uh, so Lucas insists on giving me the extra pound, so it must be pound. I actually spent 16 pounds, so Lucas insists on giving me that extra pound, which I guess is pretty nice of him. Once we're all standing outside the restaurant, he starts chatting earnestly with Evelyn. Most of the people here are heading to Lauren's house for a big sleepover thing, or whatever. They're all going to get drunk and stuff, even though it's a Tuesday. Becky explains that she didn't invite me because she knew that I definitely wouldn't want to come. It's funny because it's true. And Ben Hope overhears her and gives me this kind of pitying look. Becky smiles at him. Uh, the pair momentarily united in feeling sorry for me. I decide that I'm going to walk home. Michael decides that he's coming with me, and I don't really know how to stop him, so I guess this is happening. We have been moving in silence through the high street. It's all Victorian and brown, and the cobblestone road is sort of curved, like we're in the bottom of a trench. A man in a suit hurries past, and he's asking someone on the phone, "Do you feel anything yet?" I ask Michael, uh, why he's walking home with me. Because I live this way? The world does not revolve around you, Victoria Spring. He's being sarcastic, but I still feel kind of put out. Victoria? I shudder. Huh? Please don't call me Victoria. Uh, why is that? It makes me feel like Queen Victoria, the one who wore black all her life because her husband died. And Victoria Spring sounds like a brand of bottled water. It does. It does sound like a brand of bottled water. Uh, Wind is picking up around us. I don't like my name either, he says. I instantly think of all the people I dislike named Michael. Michael Bublé, Michael McIntyre, Mc, McIntyre, McIntyre, Michael McIntyre, uh, Michael Jackson. Michael means who resembles God, he says, and I think that if God could choose to resemble any human being, he stops then, right in the street, looking at me, just looking through the lenses of his glasses, through the blue and green, uh, through depths, depths, and expanses, fleeting 1 billion, uh, incompa incomprehensible thoughts. He wouldn't choose me. We continue to walk. Imagine if I had been given some uh, biblical biblical name like Abigail or Char Charity, Charity, or I don't know, Eve, for God's sake. I'm not exactly a believer, and it probably means that I'm going to hell, if it even exists. Which, let's be honest, it probably doesn't. That doesn't bother me very much, because whatever happens in hell can't be much worse than what happens here. I realize then that I'm freezing. I'd forgotten it was the middle of winter and raining, and all I've got is this shirt and jumper and thin jeans. I regret not calling Mom, but I hate bothering her because she always does this sighing thing, where she's all like, no, no, it's perfectly fine. I'm not bothered, but I can tell that she is most definitely bothered. Silence and a faint smell of Indian takeaway continue all the way up the high street, and then we take a right onto the main town road where the three-story houses are. My house is one of these. I stop when I get home. I stopped when I get to my house. It's darker than the others because the street lamp closest to closest to it is not working. This is where I live, I say, and start walking off. Wait, 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 he says. I turn back around. Can I ask you something? I cannot resist a sarcastic comment. You just did, but please continue. Can we really not be friends? He sounds like an 80-year-old girl trying to win back his best friend after he accidentally insulted her, insulted their new school shoes, and got himself disinvited from her birthday party. He's wearing only a t-shirt and jeans too. How are you not freezing? I say. Please, Tori, why don't you want to be friends with me? It's like he's desperate. Why do you want to be friends with me? I shake my head. We're not in the same year. We're not similar in any way whatsoever. I literally do not understand why you even care about. I stopped then, because I was about to say me, but I realized midway through that would be a truly horrific sentence. He looks down. I don't think that I understand either. I'm just standing there, staring. Are you high? I say. He shakes his head and laughs. I remember what I was going to tell you, you know? I remember what I was going to tell you, you know? He says. You do? I remembered it the whole time. I just didn't want everyone to hear it because it's not their business. Then why did you come and find me at a busy restaurant? Why not just find me at school? For a second, he genuinely seems to be offended. Don't you think I've tried? He laughs. You're like a ghost. It takes a lot of willpower not to just turn around and leave. I just wanted to tell you that I'd seen you before. Jesus Christ, he already told me that. You told me that yesterday. Yesterday. He told me that yesterday. No, not at Higgs. I saw you when you came to look round Turum last year. It was me who took you round the school. The revelation blossoms. I remember exactly now. Michael Holden had shown me attentively around Turum when I was deciding whether to go there for sixth form. He'd asked me what A levels I wanted to do, and whether I liked Higgs very much, and whether I'd whether I had any hobbies, and whether I cared much about sports. In fact, everything he'd said had been utterly unremarkable. Uh, but it's impossible. But it, but it's impossible. But you were so normal. He shrugs and smiles, and the raindrops on his face almost make him seem as if he's crying. There's a time and a place for being normal. For most people, normal is their default setting. But for some, like you and me, normal is something we have to bring out, like putting on a suit for a polish. Like putting on a suit for a posh dinner. Posh. Anywho, uh, what now? He is being profound. Oh, what? Now he's being profound? Why did you need to tell me this? Why did you need to track me down? Why was he... Uh, why was it that important? He shrugs again. It wasn't, I guess. But I wanted to know. And when I want... And when I want to do something, I usually do it. I stare at him. Nick and Charlie were right. He's the strangest person I've ever met. He holds up a hand and sends me a slight wave. See you soon, Tory Spring. And then he wanders away. I'm left standing under the broken street lamp in my black jumper and the rain, wondering whether I'm feeling anything yet, and wondering whether I'm feeling anything yet, and realizing that it's all very funny because it's all very true. And that is it for today. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for Chapter 6.